Hey Psycho Moms, I'm Abby. After looking at developmental theory, we're going to go back to parenting styles, and this time we're going to look at the effects your parenting style has on your child. Just as a review, the parenting styles are authoritarian, permissive, neglectful, and authoritative. This time we're going to go more in depth. So authoritarian, the parents usually expect their child to follow strict rules, but they set them without having a strong communication with their child. And that leads to negative effects of low self-esteem, the child becoming fearful and shy, and they usually have difficulty in social situations. Next is permissive, which is the best friend parenting style. So this parent tends to be lenient and avoid confrontation. There are some positive effects to this parenting style, such as they're usually loving and nurturing, which of course a child needs, but the negative effects include insecurity due to the lack of boundaries and poor social skills due to the lack of discipline. The child is usually self-centered and they lash out at authority and just don't get along with other authority figures. Next is neglectful. So this is the most harmful type of parenting because parents are not creating a safe foundation. So the child doesn't feel safe or confident to explore and try new things. And they have a harder time forming relationships since they don't have a strong relationship with their parent. A study was done, and it's called the still face experiment, where the dad and child are interacting, and then researchers had the dad turn back around and not interact with the child or even have facial expressions. So the child usually goes through 3 phases whenever a parent or caregiver stops interacting with them. And this includes the child reaching for them, so trying to get their attention, and then protesting, so being louder, trying even harder to get their parents' attention. And then finally, the child will disengage. They'll see that their caregiver is not going to care for them anymore, and they're not going to have a strong attachment. So children with insecure attachments tend to have fewer social and communication skills, and they have a higher risk of developing anxiety disorders. Children's attachment patterns tend to match their parents' attachment patterns. So, of course, being the great parents you are, since you're watching this, you'll want to be the best caregiver that you are, so then your child can be the best caregiver for your grandchildren. And the ideal parenting style is authoritative. So this parent is effective and beneficial because they understand the balance between rules and support, and they set these rules and they support them through communication. And open communication is crucial for a strong attachment and your child's development. After looking through all of these, I hope you can go back to our first video if you haven't already taken the what type of parent style you are. You can look at the questions and figure out which style you use, and from there you can kind of adjust your ways for the parenting to best fit your child's needs.